I'm going to put on my kind of let's take this exactly where a lot of people in my generation are going to go with this.
Yep.
As a certified boomer, as opposed to the majority of these millenniums that are out there, or Gen Zs that are coming up. I mean, there's a whole raft of these people that are coming up, and it's a lot of lip service, and it's a lot of kind of candy for them. That this is kind of what they want to do, and it's soft and it's fluffy. But at the end of the day, the stock market is driving these businesses. It is indeed the quarterly numbers. It is the old Milton Friedman that says the only purpose of a corporation within the rules is to return value to shareholders. And the other thing is, I mean, you talk about the fact that we're not training people to be managers, to be leaders. I've been around organizations. I've worked for Nokia. I've worked for big global organizations. The last thing they want is too many leaders. They want three or
Yeah.
four leaders that set the organization in train, and then they want managers to make the machine run. So, I mean, that's what I say is the reality. So, this whole idea of purpose driven, yeah, it's nice and it's fluffy, but at the end of the day, it gets crushed by capitalism. And how do you respond to that?
And this is, we used to spend loads of time forecasting, right? The forecasting is the result, or the sales, the result of something else. Focus on the thing that delivers the sales. Um, and this is where purpose really makes a difference. And it's not about being flowery and lofty. And there's a distinct process from how you say, how do we take what inspires us every day to get out of bed and come to work every morning? And how do we put that into day-to-day execution that really makes a difference? And then that will return far more quarterly margins than you've ever imagined. And, it's what you focus on. You can't, by looking at or focusing on the target, doesn't help you achieve it. You actually have to go and do something. So the key for me is making sure that you have teams set up to go out there and do that. Most organizations, and be keen on your experience as well, is most organizations put teams in rooms and say, off you go to it. They don't spend any time helping a team to actually put the qualities in place to become a team. So most of those teams end up being groups of individuals that come together to tell each other what they're doing, and they're working as individuals. And if you go back to, I don't know, Steve Jobs, I think, said that if all good or most powerful things came from groups of people working together, and that's part of the key. So I would say totally understand that you've got to make your quarterly targets, and that's business is there to make a profit, but you make a profit doing something. Let's focus on what you're doing, and doing that better than everybody else, and then you'll win.